his attributes would have been appreciated far more now than they were at the time, and Gareth Southgate calls Ray Wilkins a great ambassador for the game. Now, when we spoke very early in the evening, Jason, you'll remember that I mentioned the fact that Franco Baresi, who played with him at AC Milan, great former Italian defender, he said at the time it was an honour to have you as a companion. He described him as a gentleman on and off the field. And as I mentioned earlier, it was the Milan derby this evening, which finished in a 0-0 draw at San Siro. And Franco Baresi was there tonight at San Siro. He led a minute's applause in Ray Wilkins' honour inside the stadium, and he laid a bouquet of flowers and a Wilkins 8 Milan shirt in front of the Curva Sud in the stadium where Ray Wilkins played. And so many tributes. I'm sure you'll have seen many of them. I know we're going to hear from Gary Lineker a little later on, who was a fellow squad member of Ray Wilkins at the World Cup in 1986 in Mexico. But the one that I would really encourage people to dig out and have a look at, Nigel Quasi, who was given his debut by Ray Wilkins for QPR at Manchester United at Old Trafford when Ray Wilkins was the Queen's Park Rangers player manager. He's written it. I'm sure people will be able to find it on social media. But it is such an emotional story of how he was managed by Ray Wilkins on that day, how Ray Wilkins told him only an hour and a half before he was going to make his debut at Old Trafford, and how he brought his mother up to the ground. QPR paid for that. Ray Wilkins arranged it. And it's a real expression of humanity and compassionate management, and I would urge people to look that up and have a look at it from Nigel Quasi.
It is a beautiful story. It is available on social media. Amazing. Well, Ray played for Queen's Park Rangers 176 times. Managed them, of course, between 1994 and 1996. Ian Holloway played alongside him.
I can't remember being so upset, mate, to be honest. I lost my dad when I was only 25, and to lose Ray, it's just unbelievable, mate, to be honest. I know how upset he was. I know as a player how determined he was, and as a man how professional he was. It's just really a shock to everybody, and your heart goes out to all his family, Jackie and his brother Dean and everybody. It's real sad.
Very well said, very well said. And the tributes are pouring in still tonight, Ian, and the overwhelming majority of them are saying we're talking about a terrific, intelligent footballer and a gentleman of the game.
Yeah, I got upset. I heard Harry McCoy what he said about him a few minutes ago, and it is a privilege and an honour to have met him in my life when I did. I was 29 years old. I played in the lower leagues all my life. The bloke was a hero of mine as I was trying to get to the top, and as high as I could be. 6 years older than me. He was England captain, he was Chelsea captain, and he was someone I've heard people say, you want to play like him. He was ahead of his time in his passing and how he does it and how he did it. And to actually walk in and see him on a training ground, I have pinched myself, but the man was just so special. He made you believe. He always had time to. He was also genuine, whoever you were, and he's an amazing human being, and the world's a much worse place without it.
Well, I spoke to Ian Holloway before this match tonight here at Anfield, and you could tell in his voice he was very, very moved and affected by the death of Ray Wilkins. He left his boyhood club Chelsea in 1979, joined United, where he stayed for 5 years, helping them, of course, to lift the FA Cup in 1983, and what a goal in that cup final against Brighton. Well, Mickey Thomas played alongside Ray at Manchester United, and Mickey's on the line. Good evening, Mickey. Good to have you on, Mickey, but what a sad day.
Yeah, very sad day, Jason. One of the great players of British football. I played with him at Old Trafford. Initially, he found it very, very difficult to settle in. But as a character he had, he showed that he wanted the ball at every opportunity, even though he was getting booed by the crowd. And he eventually won them over and became a legend at Old Trafford. And everywhere he went, he became a legend at every club he played for.
Mick, it's been a difficult day, hasn't it, really, for everyone involved in football, and especially for you guys who knew him so well.
Yeah, as an individual, a special human being he was. You couldn't dislike him. So helpful. If you had a problem, you can go and have a chat with him and he'll help you out. Even when I recharged from football, we all kept on the phone to me and that, you've got a problem, give us a call and that. One great footballer without doubt, he graced the football field. I was lucky enough to play with him for a few seasons at Old Trafford.
And Mickey, not many players play for Manchester United, Chelsea, Rangers, Queen's Park Rangers, and get the tributes that have been flowing in from clubs he never played for either. That just goes to show how much love and affection there was for Ray Wilkins, Mickey.
Yeah, a special individual, as I said, and to play for his country over 80 times, whatever, and captain his country, all-time great player for me. He never really got that recognition that he deserved. On that football pitch, his grace, as I said, he could pass a ball. He was a magnificent passer of a ball, but you couldn't dislike him, as I said, and, I got the opportunity to play with him at Old Trafford, and, one thing I can say about him, he never hid from anything. He always wanted that ball.